We're back for game 2 of 7 today. This should be another dandy matchup. Halifax Prep taking on Oakville Prep. Halifax Prep back at full strength. Oakville Prep coming off their first win of the NPA season yesterday against SBA. Didn't take long for Jaron Johnson to check in with a layup. Dr. Abdullah to Jordan Prasad. You're going to hear the name Jordan Prasad an awful lot today. Good ball movement. Corner 3, no good. Back the other way. Brandon Muntu leaking out 4-2.
Brandon Muntu, one of last year's top scorers in the league. So far this year, averaging 19 points per game on 42% from the field. Crafty lefty.
Kovan Armstrong checked in from range. And then off the steal, a stop, pop, no drop, but cleaning up the mess is the big man for Oakville Prep, Visay Nadeem. Oh, Janine Simmons, clean strip, finished off by Chris Ogie off the loose ball. Halifax Prep, they are an energy team showing a little full court press. Nadeem to Armstrong, easy break leading to a 3. And again, Ogie cleaning it up.
Ogie, 6'6", 2020, but he's a stocky 6'6". Looks like he could be a great defensive end as well.
Abdullah loses it out of bounds. Yeah, that's an easy call. Don't know what you can question on that one.
So far, Chris Ogie averaging 6 points a game in league play. He already has 6 in this game, along with the Brandon Muntu layup. 3-point game here, Halifax Prep.
Ooh, nice little stop and go dribble. No good from range. Muntu there for the rebound. Oh, and Oakville Prep just a little rusty here to start things off. Oh, Prasad was pure on the stop. Pop and drop Jimmy from range. Uwat, one of the players disciplined in that first game, did not play, back on the court today. One of the few players in the NPA averaging a double-double.
On the other end, Jordan Prasad only shooting 27% from the 3-point line. I expect that to go up. He's a great shooter. Definitely a high IQ player, understands on the pick and roll when he gets the switches and when he's able to exploit his matchup.
Abdul Allah to Prasad, battling with J9 Simmons. Great look, Jordan Prasad putting it on a platter.
Oh, and did I mention he averages 12 assists a game as well?
Oh, is that his game? Well, he's a triple-double threat, is Jordan Prasad. Looks like he might have banged knees a little bit there. Limping around a bit on the other end of the floor is Prasad.
He did just recently come off a hip injury.
I think it was a hip flexor in that general area.
He's a gamer though, tough kid with a nice pass underneath. Palmer gets stripped.
Ooh, nice look in transition there, but Uwat couldn't come up with it. Ooh. Campbell with a nice thought, but Jaron Johnson was right there.
You would have liked him to go strong side too in the corner. He had Jordan Prasad waiting to receive the ball for a spot up three. He'll take one anyways.
Ooh. Tough take, no call, lots of contact. Kovar and Armstrong. Got it to go.
Armstrong's been very good for Oakville Prep. Brings a lot to the table with his length, size, and shooting ability.
Uwako on 1-on-3, hoping for the call. Lots of hand checking there.
Referees so far have let them play through it. There's been contact, but on both ends. Players, coaches, they just have to adapt to it.
Prasad trying to get it through a little bit of daylight. Simmons on the other end. Wow. Prasad feathering it to his big man. Anelka Palmer trying to put back his own miss. Oakville Prep just battling down low. Come up empty. Muntu goes up top for Akoy Uwat.
Like you mentioned, Jay, Akoy Uwat, one of the top double-double guys that we've got in the league, shooting above 52%, 16 points a game. He's good for about one of those too.
A lot of up and down action from both these squads. It's going to be a whiplash game back and forth.
This is how Halifax Prep loves to play, up and down, that East Coast style. Oakville, they also like to get up and down, shoot a lot of threes, as you see. Campbell, oh sorry, that was not Campbell.
That was Kovan Armstrong, who I haven't seen a lot of this Oakville squad, and they are definitely a different team than the exhibition games that were played earlier this year where they were really struggling. I think it was just a matter of these guys getting used to playing with each other. And there's Jordan Prasad finishing through contact for two. Plays a lot of minutes, does Prasad.
And he's such a such a gamer. You look at him, he's not physically imposing, mass-wise or height, but he just makes the right play, smart, doesn't turn the ball over, gives it his all on defense. Really a fan of his game.
Great touch in general.
Definitely.
Wow, Janine Simmons tucks it with the left, finishes with the right. Wow. A little pass, but so smart, so quick, finding Cameron Harris. So Prasad gets it back. Looks to be looking for his shot a little bit more in this game.
Like I said, that 27% three-point average, it's probably going to go up a little bit as we go through this session.
Man, Jaron Johnson, seems like he shoots it from his waist sometimes.
Sean Marion-esque?
Yes.
A little bit of a bowling side spin.
Prasad with a bit of a heat check. Oh, tough finish. Dior Allah.
I really like what Palmer brings to the table as well, skying for the rebound there and getting the assist. He's been very good with his activity level. And he's not thick per se, but he's not thin. He's got some good size on him.
Yeah, lane violation. Everyone saw that one.
Got some stripes under there, Jay, or?
Saw everybody on the floor, but I think even Halifax Prep players were pointing at the Uwat stepped in early. A timeout on the floor. Short break. We'll be right back.
We've traveled across the country and back. 7 years running. Canada's basketball talent blossoms right before our eyes. From coast to coast. It's our job to bring it to the light. No gimmicks, just hard work on the hardwood. Who will step up to the plate this summer? Who will make their game undeniable and challenge every man in front of him? Game will speak.
Let's keep it going. Keep the intensity high.
Get your feet square, get your feet square.
Take it home, write it down, grab a homie, and work on it. Work on it, master it.
AJ Lawson, go! He gets it to go! Wow! Pick it up, Jalen.
Oh my God!
Top 10, top 10.
Two-way players are the best players. Understand that. Two-way players are the best players.
Here's Sabri Phillips, two-hand jam!
Let's go, boy!
And we're back. Game 2 of 5. Central National Session, day 3. Sorry, game 2 of 7, day 3 of 5 at the Central National Session in Ottawa, Ontario. Notre Dame High School, 710 Broadview Avenue. We out here. That's what they say, right?
We are out here for sure.
And that first game was lit?
It was definitely lit.
Okay, Tristan, I'll stop. I'm sorry. RNS handed Edge School their first loss of the NPA season in a thrilling game. And we got another great matchup here between Halifax Prep and Oakville Prep. Oakville Prep in the whites, Halifax Prep in the black. Another time, no, we're staying with it.
And as you alluded to, Jay, this Oakville Prep team has really blossomed before our eyes. Took a couple tough losses in that exhibition for sure. But they look like they're starting to learn how to play with each other. A lot of guys, you know, figuring out how to use their teammates effectively. And a lot of guys learning what their roles are on this team.
And, you know, to pull back the curtain a little bit, when you're talking about an expansion program coming together for the first time, it's, you know, first to gain acceptance into the NPA and then be able to recruit your players. You're trying to recruit those players by, and obviously being in a national league means a lot to a player to choose to come to a program, but one domino has to fall before the other. Nice block by Cameron Harris. So, you know, one domino has to fall before the other one does, and I think Oakville Prep, you know, they had Jordan Prasad on board in the early going, and they just had to put pieces around him, and they have been able to do that. But again, no matter how good your point guard is, your guys need to spend time together.
He's got to learn the tendencies of all the players, where they like the ball in terms of where their spots are. Is he a spot-up three-point shooter on the break? Or is he going to cut and try to dunk this one down? Just the little things. I think they've done a good job adjusting as they're up 24-17 right now with a minute 30 left in the first.
Kovan Armstrong, no good. Uwat, nice pass, and ooh, got him on the body. Great pass by the big man. Koy Uwat averaging massive double-double in the points and rebounds category, but the bounce pass in the open floor in full speed, like, wow. Did not know he had that in the arsenal.
He's also at 2.8 assists per game, which is solid for your big man.
Absolutely.
I mean, at 16.8 points per game, 10 rebounds, 2.8 assists. He's making a heavy, heavy case for being one of the best, I'd say, 4-5s in the league.
Julian Lawal checks in for the first time today as Janine Simmons heads to the bench.
Talking to some fans during the start of this game, everyone loves the parity within the league. Anyone can win at any time. You know, you have your favorites. However, every team has to bring it, whether it be expansion club or not.
Yeah, some miscues defensively there. Prasad was trying to direct traffic, asking Cameron Harris to step up, but before you knew it, wide open 2 on the other end. Prasad, full stride. Ooh, collision going back the other way.
Selfless play there by Rayvon Young. I am not a big fan of the charges on passes. However, it is what it is, and he took it right on the number.
Ooh, nice little pass. Ogie. Reminds me of like a JD Muya, a Josh Nkumsa. Wide body, as you mentioned, seems bigger than his 6'6".
6'6", he's listed at.
Oh, nice steal, Koy Uwat. The runway's open. And another throwdown, Uwat with a hat trick of dunks here. And cashes out the first quarter with the dunk. Cut the lead to 1. Stay with us, folks. We'll be back with the second 10-minute chunk. Canada Top Flight Academy have went back to back.
It's been such a phenomenal season. The fan base has been tremendous across Canada.
You know, we're telling our guys, listen, man, you got to be ready to play and compete because these guys want it.
I don't want to say bad blood, but competitive spirit is going to be front and center here today.
We work hard, we play hard, we play for each other, and then when we come here for venues like this, we go to war.
Oh, Elijah Fisher!
Everyone's trying to prove themselves. Everyone's trying to show that they're better than other people.
Hey, go forward. You're going to be a beast at the next level.
Either kill or be killed, you know. On the court, you have to be competitive. You have to have a dog in you, or if not, you're not gonna succeed or you're not gonna do well in the sport.
Welcome back to the nation's capital. Second quarter action between Oakville Prep, who have the rock right now, and Halifax Prep in that 2-3 zone. Battle down low. Ogie comes out with it, turns it right over. Jordan Prasad with the INT.
I liked Oakville's aggressiveness that first quarter. I think they were able to get some good easy baskets, kind of get on a nice run. Halifax Prep, however, started using their size, and that's a big-time three-pointer there. So let's see what this second quarter has in store. I think we're going to see a lot more pick and roll for Halifax. Oakville Prep will look to equalize with the three-point shot.
That was Tavon Downey from downtown for Halifax Prep, answered back the other way by Oakville, who dropped 2. Little gang block there between Nadeem and Campbell.
Rayvon Young has been aggressive all weekend long. I feel like he's going to find his stride sooner rather than later.
Well off. Nadeem comes up with it. Back the other way, Armstrong takes it hard. Really like what I've seen from Kovan Armstrong, both outside and in.
Strong take with the right hand there, and invites the contact, good broad shoulders, absorbs it, finishes.
Ogie with 2. Halifax Prep really an energy team, and if you can keep them from getting those energy-inducing dunks and fast break points, you can keep them contained, but they can also explode and make it a double-digit lead very quickly.
We saw that last game with Man Yang Tong. Once he threw down those big, vicious dunks, Edge started getting a lot of confidence. Their bench got wild up, and it really changes the flow of the game. So let's see if Halifax is maybe able to rattle off a few of those.
A couple of steps there, no call. Nice pass, Nadeem, no good.
Halifax is your prototypical 3 or layup team. Very Golden State-like. You know, shoot threes, get to the rim.
Smallest man on the floor right there, 5'7", Tavon Downey, but don't let that lull you into a sense of calmness, because that kid can spark it in a hurry. The alley-oop, though, was not communicated well. Didn't make that eye contact that you need. Ooh, Prasad.
Goes to multiple moves there, just misses the layup. Kind of looking for a foul, but I thought it was clean.
Janian Simmons back in the game. Oh, Prasad picking pockets, keeping it himself for an easy 2. I mean, his facial expression doesn't change throughout the game, does it?
Not at all, but he's always intense.
No, absolutely. Like, he's zoned in at all the time, but it's just, it doesn't matter. You know, it's that tunnel vision. It doesn't matter what happens on the other side.
And now you got to look out for Oakville's press. This was kind of what blew that game open for them against SBA. They were on the 1-2-2, and they force. It's kind of like a dummy press for the full court. Once you get into that half court, then they trap. So Halifax Prep has to be very weary of that, as they do a great job turning you over and converting on layups. Just seems like Oakville is quicker to the ball. Got a little spring in their step, as they really have come in with a chip on their shoulder.
Not a lot of rotation on that from Downey. Abdullah up top to Prasad. That was Uwat getting a hand in the passing lane. Risky pass, dunk, and the foul. Thrown down with the two-handed styles. Chris Ogie.
He's growing on me. Got some good bounce. Nice space eater inside, wide base. And he's really good at sealing underneath, making sure he gets his defender on his back hip and then finishes high and strong.
I mean, it's one thing to have that wide body. It's another thing to know how to use it, right?
Definitely. I think that he's got good footwork and a strong base, which allows him to make a lot of shots inside, but also a nice feathery touch. Didn't show it on that free throw, though. I just love Persaud's game. He sees the defender coming from behind him, so he takes a step into the way the defender's running towards and just cuts him off for the easy 15-footer.
We're tied at 34. I have a feeling this is going to be a close game throughout. Halfway down before it banged out. Oh, nice little pass to Abdullah. Cleaned up by the big man, Nelka Palmer.
So we see it there as Palmer cleans up around the 10. Then he sprints back on defense and gets the deflection. Those are the type of things that coaches love to see from their bigs. Activity and changing the games in other ways than scoring.
No good. Halifax Prep comes out with the offensive rebound. Nice look, but no finish. J9 Simmons. A nice thread the needle.
Brandon Muntu has been trying to find his footing in this game. Started off strong. I expect the lefty to, you know, find his groove within this Halifax offense.
Kovan Armstrong has been a huge factor in this game.
It's a nice high release he has on that jumper too, right? He keeps it well above his head, and his extension follow through looks pretty clean.
Oh, you what?
Kevin Garnett-esque?
Definitely has a similar structure about him. Just need him to slap the ground now with two hands.
That was a smooth. And I know you alluded to Fofo yesterday as a figure skater kind of on the spin moves.
Yep.
That was very, very smooth on that spin.
Absolutely.
And fadeaway.
Cameron Harris checks in for Oakville.
Brandon Muntu took the league by storm last year. Came in with this expansion Halifax Prep team and just lit it up. He was, he had the ultimate green light for sure. I think talking to Ming, president of Halifax Prep, he told me that Muntu is sort of learning new things about the team, learning new things about the system and how he can contribute. Whereas last year it was a lot of scoring for him. This year they want him to, you know, pass, be a playmaker, be a defensive stopper, really expand his game on those levels. So when he gets into the next level, he's able to contribute when things like his shot isn't going or he's not being able to finish at the rim. So I think we're going to see a different Brandon Muntu all year round, but I think it's going to be one that will take a little bit of an adjustment period.
It's going to make him a better player in the long run because you're not going to be able to take 20 shots on every game or every team you're playing for as you move forward.
That ultimate green light is, wish I had one of those.
Yeah. Lots of contact out there. Refs swallowing their whistles. Welcome to Ottawa. As a spectator, I like it. It could be a little frustrating as a coach, but keeps the games flowing as well.
I think that's important in the grand scheme of things. And hey, listen, it's both ways, right? So both Halifax Prep and Oakville Prep have been battling it out here for close to 18 minutes as we have 2:50 left in this first half. Oh, nice drop off there.
I didn't even see that because the player was standing in front of me. I think Simmons a little banged up there, asked for a sub, heads to the end of the bench. As RNS heads out for the day. Their job is done here, and now they're going to head back to their rooms and get some schoolwork done. Don't worry, teachers. We've already heard them talking about it. While head coach Damian Gay has himself his own appointment this afternoon in the nation's capital, because Indochino has 10 showrooms across Canada for you to get suited up for your custom-made suit, and all of our head coaches will be wearing those Indochino custom-made suits made to measure for them at NPA Nationals. And a reminder to everybody out there, use HOOPS as your promo code. You can get yourself a suit custom-made for just $469, Nick.
I'm actually on the phone texting all my friends that right now. Great promo code.
Promo codes go a long way, man. I've been an Indochino customer for a while now. For my daughter's baptism, I picked up myself up a 3-piece black suit. Then you can head back in as your measurements change in life. You can go back in and they can measure you up again and get you all set up. So they can have that constantly on file, and whenever these great deals come up, you don't even have to go in and get measured up, as Jordan Persad measures up to 3 and cashes it in from distance.
Third 3 of the game there for Jordan. He's been doing his thing out there. 9 points on the game. Actually, he's just entered double figures.
Oakville Prep up 3. We got a tight game right now. 1:11 left in this first half. What a great start to the day here. Once again, we're at Notre Dame High School in Ottawa, Ontario. Come on out. You have some great games ahead. The marquee matchup in prime time is the defending champs, Canada Top Flight Academy, taking on Crestwood, who are heading up from Toronto right now. They are a favorite to be NPA National Champion finalists. That's
interesting call there. I've always been under the impression with FIBA you're able to get into the cylinder. Nice
Oakville.
Steal there for Oakville Prep. Another 3? Cash it.
Wow. Persad from downtown.
And like you said, cool, calm, collective, but engaged.
Absolutely. Triple CE. We just coined a new phrase. Lots of contact going to the line.
Got to copyright that, J. Tom. Triple CE. Shirts coming out when?
I think we have a clothier that could help us with that. You what?
He's got a sweet stroke for a guy his size. I like that he had a few three-point attempts as well, looking to expand his game. Look for Halifax Prep to put the press on, as there's only 9 seconds left here in the first half.
Called for the block on Muntu.
Foul to give. Good
foul. I was just looking up. Yeah, you're right. As North Star out of Manitoba just rolls into the gym to check out the end of the first half. Trying to beat the buzzer, run out of time, 50-43. Stay with us, second half action after a short break. Canada Top Flight Academy have went back to back. There's one thing I've seen from Kellen Tynes. That guy is not afraid. Very calm under pressure. It's so good in traffic.
Coast to coast on that one.
Kellen Tynes, basket plus the foul.
Kellen Tynes again on the blow-by.
Ooh, tough take. You know what? I'm done calling them tough takes. I think for Kellen Tynes it's easy. He is making this a regular occurrence.
Pick in the pocket, Tynes.
Kellen Tynes picking pockets and finishing.
Tynes from deep. Tynes, triple.
He's on the left side, finishes with his right hand, able to just get enough on it.
Man, Kellen Tynes, the court vision on this kid is on another level.
Oh, wow. Oh, wow.
And there's Tynes again, Caleb Suey.
He split a pair of defenders, finessed his way around another that was looking to draw a charge, finished with a nice kiss off the window.
Great body control. There's one thing I've seen from Kellen Tynes. That guy is not afraid. very calm under pressure. It's so good in traffic.
Coast to coast on that one.
Kellen Tynes, basket plus the foul.
Kellen Tynes again on the blow-by.
Ooh, tough take. You know what? I'm done calling them tough takes. I think for Kellen Tynes, it's easy. He is making this a regular occurrence.
Pick in the pocket, Tynes.
Kellen Tynes picking pockets and finishing.
Tynes from deep. Tynes, triple.
He's on the left side, finishes with his right hand, able to just get enough on it.
Man, Kellen Tynes, the court vision on this kid is on another level.
Oh, wow.
Oh, wow.
And there's Tynes again, Caleb Suey.
He split a pair of defenders, finessed his way around another that was looking to draw a charge, finished with a nice kiss off the window.
Great body control.
Hi, I'm Brandon Talbot. I'm right there for Northwell Hoop. Hey, yo, right from the start, the whole time.
Same thing, yo.
Let's go.
Going over, yo.
Go, white team! Yo, let's just play, bro. For real.
Let's play our game.
Yo, energy, no quiet stuff, bro. Hey, you good? Come here, Pete. Come here, Pete.
Welcome back to everybody here in Ottawa. You got myself, Nick Zeffy, alongside the commish, J. Tom. Correction on the score, the tip dunk was allowed. Everybody stop texting me, it was allowed, we're good.
That was a Koi Uwat. He got his 2 points. You know, the officials here have done a great job. Don't always officiate with full FIBA rules, and that is what the MPA plays with. They came together and they said, you're right. We want to get it right in the end.
Good on them.
Absolutely.
And you got to think, these refs, they go from, you know, they have, let's say, a boatload of high school games, right? It's Federation. Now they come to the MPA, full FIBA. Then they go probably do a tournament, an Ontario basketball tournament. It's Federation. So they're always going between, and then you got the hybrid rules as well in tournaments. So good on the refs, they got it right.
Jaron Johnson with 2.
Got a bit of an update on Jordan Persaud. He's still battling that hip flexor injury. Got 20 points here at half.
Imagine if he didn't have a little injury like that.
Definitely. And talking to his dad, he's just trying to keep it warm. Will continue to run. He didn't feel any tightness or anything like that, but as he continues on in this game, we'll just monitor his performance.
Nadeem, the garbage man out there, puts him up 6. Brandon Muntu, no good. Uwat coming down with the rebound.
Uwat has been such a great, pleasant surprise, not only for Halifax Prep, but for the league. Really what we're trying to do from a national standpoint. Kid out of Alberta, really making a name for himself.
Kovan Armstrong, who had it going from range and from in close. In that first half, Jaron Johnson, it's a interesting way to get 2 points. Go from 2 feet out to 10 feet out, and you got 2.
I mean, you make it. I love the unselfishness, but there needs to be more concrete decision making. Just like Jordan Prasad did there. He had his mind set. He was making that 3.
Okay.
Can this game get faster?
It's just back and forth. 2 teams that like to get up and down. 2 teams that aren't gun shy from 3-point range. Deflected by Jaron Johnson? Yeah. Prasad. Oh, Jordan Prasad.
Back-to-back triples. For Jordan Prasad.
Oh, and Jaron Johnson answers the bell on the other end.
I love that from Jaron Johnson. Started off the game a little cold, but he's now reeled off 5 quick points.
Back and forth affair, you know, the lead gets up to 7, back down to 2. Halifax Prep hasn't been able to pull back to even for a while, but you're knocking on the door consistently.
Johnson shoots it at a good clip, 33% for the year from the 3-point line, and he's good for 10 points a game as well.
Good body control, just couldn't quite finish, but guess who's there? A.Y. Koyuwat. Trying to think of a nickname for the kid because he's going to deserve one. He's going to average a double-double this entire season, just a monster on the glass.
He has been Jimmy on the spot. Good nose for the ball.
Is Johnny on the spot in hockey, Jimmy on the spot for basketball?
That's what I've heard.
Okay.
Credit Jack Armstrong a little bit for that one. Maybe that's the Brooklyn saying?
Oh, maybe. Johnny, Jimmy, Jack. Just get the 2 points. We're tied at 60.
And J9 Simmons, I'm going to look for him to be a little bit more aggressive, just like he did right there. He had a so-so first half. I think still, you know, didn't play that first game due to the academics, but this game he's going to try to carve himself into the flow as Jordan Prasad gets the assist on the nice 3-point shot from Armstrong. Deep 3 there for Jaron Johnson.
I guess it's a lot of time at this age level, but it just seems like a lot of like almost useless passes. You know, like 2-foot pass, 2-foot pass, 3-foot pass, 3 ball from 3 feet behind the line. Like, you know what I mean? It's just, it's if you were going to settle on that shot from the beginning, why waste the time on the 2-foot passes? It didn't set anything up. And more often than not, you miss that shot. Ball movement is when you're making the defense move. A 2-foot pass, the defender's just going to stand there and watch. Just has to move his head.
It's a solid point. I mean, you got to think, as we saw with Jordan Persaud there, he sets his man up for the on the pick and roll, then finds the corner 3. That's more of what you're speaking to. Moving the defense, making sure they have to switch, and making them work. The game is intricate like that. You got to get people moving their feet. I mean, when I play defense, I love to sit in one spot.
You can save your energy for offense.
Halifax Prep, the East Coast team with a lot of West Coast flavor. Like how Ming and Marcus Eaton have really constructed this roster. It's been a good mixture of a lot of different talent. You even got some Toronto talent with Trayvon English. Sorry, Trayvon Hamilton from Grassroots.
Armstrong inbounding. Harris gets it sent back by Uwat. And again, Akoy Uwat. He went for a third. And Uwat on the other end for 2. Just like that, it's a 3-point lead for Halifax Prep. Sorry, a 2-point lead for Halifax Prep. Oakville answers. I'm going to stop updating you on the score. Just back and forth affair here. Tough handoff.
Now you got to expose him here if you're Janon Simmons. Nice pass inside. Good move. Anyone giving that little space to Janon, he's able to use his strength and explosion.
Cristo Ugoto finished off that pass.
Yeah, good job there from Janon Simmons. He pushes through Cameron Harris, who wasn't set, sticks the hip out a little bit too far. Refs all over it. Good call.
Ugoto hits the first.
Halifax Prep looking to get into the 100-point territory. It looks like that's where this game is going to. Been able to do that in 3 of their league games already. as the high-paced affair continues.
Man, Janine Simmons is probably going to be exhausted at the end of this game. Not only is he nonstop up and down the floor, I mean, I don't think he stopped speaking the entire game, whether it to be his own bench, to the opposing coach who he happens to know, to some of the players on the other team that he knows as well. It's nonstop. Stay with us. We'll be back. Short break. We continue game 2 of 7 from Ottawa.
Yeah, both here. Yep. Yeah, get here.
3:36 to go here in the third quarter.
Oakville Prep, floor general Jordan Prasad bringing it up here. Don't be surprised if you see Kovan Armstrong go to work, as he has just come into the game.
Moving screen on Anelka Palmer.
It's pivotal third quarter.
I've watched Koyuat for 4 games. This would be number 5. He is looking very good from range. And I did not see that out east. I guess at least consistently. And then this is what we saw from a Koyuat. Couldn't finish there.
I think we're seeing the advantage of going to these programs for a lot of these players, because although maybe in the first session, couple first games, their jump shot wasn't there, it's a testament to how much time they put into the gym, the resources that they have available to them. And I'll go back to Sam Alamutu as well, who's really reconstructed his jump shot, and it looks great. And I know he's, you know, really benefiting from the open gym at RNS, as are the players on the court with Oakville Prep and Halifax Prep. They continue to bring new things to their game, and it's hours and hours spent in that gym. Although Simmons gets the foul there on the up and under, kind of like to see him go high and soft on the finish. I didn't think he had to, you know, maneuver like that, but nonetheless, he'll be at the line for 2.
Got to mention, too, from our last game where RNS handed Edge their first loss of the season. That was Kellentine's second 40-point game of the year. He's now the only player in MPA history to reach the 40-point plateau in a game, and he's done it twice in 7 games.
If I'm not mistaken, Okai Jamgoose had a 41-point game yesterday. St. Laurent.
Good point. I thought he finished with 38. We have to wait for the crossover breakdown, which I believe F.A. Ashaka will be getting to momentarily.
Shout out to F.A. Ashaka. He does great work for the league. For those of you that don't know, F.A. is our website maestro.
Chief statistician.
Okay, okay. You always make it sound better than I can.
It'll be an extended role as the NPA continues to grow. Prasad at the line now is Oakville trying to keep this one within striking distance. They led most of the game, but here in the third, Halifax Prep has been able to use some halftime adjustments to figure things out.
Got to think Prasad came out hot in that third quarter with 2 straight threes. Now as we dwindle down, 1:19 left in this third, I'll be curious to see if Prasad wants to kind of put pressure, put his foot on the gas, make sure that he's able to leave his imprints going into the fourth quarter.
Prasad working off the Palmer screen. Big rebound by Palmer, short on the putback. Ugodo with the block, sheared in there. In transition, Uwat. Palmer came back. Uwat finishes.
Really tough sequence. Multiple attempts at the rim from about 2 feet for Oakville. They're not able to do anything with it, and then Halifax Prep waltzes down and gets an easy layup, 4-point swing.
Good box, J9. Last shot.
Nice steal there from Jordan Prasad.
He is racking him up right now.
Halifax Prep was trying to go last shot there.
6, 5, 4, 3.
10-point lead for Halifax Prep. Beat the buzzer. No good. Oh, put back. Are they going to count it? They do. Cristo Ugodo played all the way to the buzzer. 12-point lead for Halifax Prep. Canada Top Flight Academy have went back to back.
It's been such a phenomenal season. The fan base has been tremendous across Canada.
You know, we're telling our guys, listen, man, you got to be ready to play and compete because these guys want it.
I don't want to say bad blood, but competitive spirit is going to be front and center here today.
We work hard, we play for each other, and then when we come here for venues like this, we go to war.
Taking a look at Crestwood Prep right there. A little story that we did on them last season. And you will see Crestwood here taking on the host team, back-to-back defending champion, Canada Top Flight Academy. DR Abdul Allah, who's a very important piece of this squad, hasn't seen an awful lot of floor time today. Kovan Armstrong, who's been big, went silent since that opening first quarter. Turnover. They got numbers. Delgado with 2 off glass.
Better to be safe than sorry with that one. Everyone was waiting for the hammer. He said, I'm just going to make sure I get the 2 points. I think Oakville Prep definitely has to bring down their turnovers, and they also got to stop this. The fast break is killing them.
Oh, nice transition D from Jordan Prasad, but it ends up with 2 anyways. Abdul Allah, 2 off glass. Back the other way, Oakville Prep on the run. Oh, big time swat, but they're gonna call the foul. Foul on the body. But swat on the ball.
He got a whole ball. A little bit of a hip check, but yeah, I know one thing on the playground, they're not calling that.
Brandon Mutu with the rock, up 13. Halifax Prep has been in control in this second half. Janine Simmons, no good. The ball just falls in the lap of Halifax Prep. Nadeem battling down low. They'll have numbers if they can push it. Armstrong keeps it himself. Great transition D by Chris Ogie.
Oh, that was great defense there by Chris Ogie. I think the basket has been closed down, and Halifax Prep is not allowing any more baskets. They've turned their defense up a whole nother level here in the second half compared to the first, where it was just run and gun as Prasad finds a cutting Abdul Allah who misses, but Oakville Prep converts on the offensive rebound.
Good transition D. Man, I keep saying that word, but it's because everything is transition. Defense and offense. There's that negative step. I know it's something at all different levels of Canada basketball. They spend much time all on negative steps along the sideline.
It's tough because when you're at the top of the three-point line, negative step is actually pretty useful to pushing yourself off and getting that burst. Anywhere else, it's a momentum killer.
But it's changing the mentality, and you know it's muscle memory, right? It's teaching the feet that the negatives, like you're losing space when you're doing that negative step. So you have to teach your feet to always step forward. You should never. And I think the way that they were teaching it is to almost lean as you catch the ball. You're constantly leaning forward and putting that weight on your off foot, I believe, is what they were teaching there.
It's definitely important for these players because I'd say we average probably 2 of those a game.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, for sure.
Got to get the crossover stat on that.
That may be the one thing that they don't do. Nice finish.
Oakville Prep is scrapping back here, cut it down to a 9-point lead. We got 7 minutes left. They're clamping down on defense. Look to have gone to a 2-3 zone here, switching it up, giving Halifax a different look.
Drop off. Uwat putting in work, eventually gets the call.
Uwat has been an absolute load. He continues to attack. Either hand, energy level out the roof as he misses the first.
Get back quick, get back quick, get back quick.
Oh, Nadim had it fall in his lap, and he goes right back up with it.
Nice high finish by Nadim there. Didn't bring the ball back down. Held it above his head and was able to finish inside as he gets the block here.
Muntu called for the foul.
As Oakville tries to get control of this game, it almost feels like the slowed down pace is really benefiting them. And they've gone away from turning the ball over and getting some really consistent looks at the rim.
Just out of control. Didn't get bailed out.
Good no call by the refs.
Nadim gets his hand in there. Ooh, that was very close to being an over and back. Armstrong has really nice touch. Timeout on the floor. Leads down to 6. Stay with us. Fourth quarter action. Winning time's coming up.
Yet again, a 10-point advantage restored for Team Blue. Oh! It's Judy Charges throwing it down!
Welcome to the NPH live broadcasting experience. Allow our team of video technicians to capture your event in high definition. Streaming directly on all NPH media platforms. Up-to-the-minute live game coverage featuring professional commentators and analysts.
Tip in! No good! 2 seconds to go! Oh!
Commercial spots available to promote and market your brand, event, or product. Enjoy the ultimate way to catch the game when you can't.
That man from Quebec can fly!
Exposure starts here.
It doesn't matter from what city you're from, how tall you are, what school, what club you represent. Game speaks. There's no politics here. Okay, let's keep it going. Keep the intensity high.
Get your feet square. Get your feet square.
We're back live, 87-81. For Halifax Prep, they've been in control this second half.
Not a good shot there for Halifax Prep, and it goes back to what you were saying, the 2-foot passes between two guys, and then a long, maybe NBA 3 on that one. It's not benefiting them in terms of moving the defense as we talked about. On the other end, Palmer going to go head to the free throw line. Really helps Oakville's transition game as well with those long rebounds.
Don't think it's the way they drew it up. North Star Prep rolls in, suited up, ready for their game against Beast Prep. Two squads currently winless on the season. So that is going to be a battle. Both teams want to get the monkeys off their back, because Beast would only have one more game in this session to try to get a win. And today we'll see North Star Prep twice, as they'll play the nightcap against Toronto Basketball Academy. And that is going to be a tough game for them. I think they're going to want to come out and hit Beast right in the mouth to start it off.
Nice adjustment there from Halifax Prep. They get that high post player to beat the 2-3 zone. On the other end, Oakville Prep didn't cut them off with one of the top two guards. Jordan Prasad misses a long three. Let's see how Halifax attacks it here, as it looks like Oakville has gone to the same 2-3 zone. Great hands. Jordan Prasad is going to finish the easy layup there. And again, Halifax Prep go from attacking the 2-3 fundamentally at the free throw line, high post, to going back to the 2-foot passes and not being able to do much. Unfortunate turn of events here for Oakville Prep, as Kovan Armstrong picks up his 5th foul. 4 minutes left here in the 4th quarter.
That's a tough one to swallow. Trey Campbell checks in for Oakville Prep.
Big sigh of relief there for Oakville, as clock stopped, free throws missed, gaining time, and they're also keeping the score at the same rate. 2 free throws are missed there. Oakville will have a chance to bring this down to a 1-possession game. Nice scoop shot there. Jordan Prasad has been a man on a mission. Upwards of 30 points right now, as his team down 3.
Well, we got ourselves another close game, folks. Oakville Prep kind of becoming known for this now.
Scrappy bunch, able to make some good defensive adjustments as well.
Muntu. That would have been big. Yeah, tough pass to try to throw that at this junction of the game. All kinds of roll. Tavon Downey.
If you're Halifax Prep, you got to love that from Tavon Downey. But Oakville Prep, you got to be a lot more conscientious with the ball, as Armstrong almost throws it away again there. Value possessions. There's only, we're under 3 minutes left here in the 4th quarter. Jordan Prasad puts him on skates.
Got the bounce and the roll. Oakville Prep down 2. Oh, sent back by Campbell. Prasad controls the game.
This is a marquee matchup here. Oh, and he gets stripped.
Downey comes in and swipes it away. Inviting the contact, gets the whistle.
I love seeing Okoye guard Jordan Prasad there at the end, knowing they need to stop. Like I said, very Kevin Garnett-esque. Just not at the 7-foot level.
Oh, Prasad. Crossed over, step back, Jimmy plus the foul. Jordan Prasad is putting the NPA on notice. I'm back from the States, folks. I'm here to win.
It was a deadly step back jumper through the legs. I was having visions of AI in the NBA Finals versus the Lakers.
Just like that, Oakville Prep down just one, looking to go 2-0 on their Central National session. They're welcome to the NPA moment. Ooh, that is deep.
Again, Halifax has reverted to long threes, not moving the ball inside. They're going a lot of east-west. They've got to go a lot more north-south.
1:25 to go. Prasad surveying the defense. Abdullah running off the screen. Palmer set it. Ooh, yeah, some good defense by Halifax Prep. Prasad's going to have to figure something out. He's got the big man on him. Launches. Ooh, I thought that was going in for a second. And a turnover. No, they get it back. Halifax Prep. All kinds of space for Uwat to dent the rim. 3-point lead right now.
56 seconds left here as Oakville will go to the line. Or no, that will be, yes, free throws coming. So that's a nice turn of events for them.
You got Prasad making sure Sheard is calmed down to take his free throws. Timeout for Halifax Prep. Stay with us, folks. The final minute when we get back.
Again, a 10-point advantage restored for Team Blue. Oh! It's Judy Charges throwing it down!
Welcome to the...
Is it something that I've done again? Say what?
Here's Campbell, look out, one hand down.
Seeing is believing. Create your very own mixtape that showcases your top highlights and skills. And strengthen your recruiting status with a direct video for coaches and scouts. Available at all NPH covered and hosted events nationwide. Email mdotto@northpolehoops.com for any inquiries and special filming requests. Exposure starts here.
Tell me, is it something that I've done again? Say what?
Campbell, look out.
Canada Top Flight Academy have went back to back. We're back live. Sheared at the line. No good.
Box.
Free throws missed will kill you every time. and he misses both.
That's going to be a tough one here with under 50 seconds. Could have cut the game down to a 1-point lead. However, it's still a one-possession game. Got to have a good defensive effort here.
Uwat got it to go. Five-point lead, 25 seconds to go. Prasad gets cut off. Abdullah, big-time shot.
Welcome to the party. Still got.
You know, coaching staffs and the players got to understand FIBA rules. Got to make a play on the ball.
We saw this in the last game as well, right? Full court press here. Oakville, they got to be weary of Jordan Prasad, as Janon Simmons is going to head to the line. Looking at it from a strictly statistical standpoint, Janon is a 77% free throw shooter. He has had games where he's gone 6 of 10, 7 of 10, but then also 5 of 5 and 10 of 11. Nails the first one. Two-possession game. Jordan Prasad.
Wow, celebrating a three. You're a player off the ball. You're down 4. Your guy puts up a 3, and you're celebrating before it goes in. I would be all over you. Crash the glass. Celebrate a 3 if you're the Warriors and you're up 3 in the final like 30 seconds or something. No, that's crazy. But I mean, that's not the reason why Oakville Prep will come out the losing end here. They just ran out of gas, but spirited game against Halifax Prep, who are going to pull one out here, up 6, under 4 seconds to go. Prasad with the chance. Pad the stats, no good. 194 your final. We'll be back. North Star versus Beast in about 10 minutes time.